Hello guys, and welcome to the patch discussion that hit on Wednesday, I think. I wanted to. I actually recorded another video, but then I realized that I made some mistakes, and hopefully, luckily, I didn't upload it yet. So let's start. The first thing I wanted to say is that I really don't like the patch. I think it's awful balancing, and that if they think that this will improve the game, I think they're doing it wrong. So let's start. Let's start with the good stuff. Space Wolves. Okay. So Lemarras got changed. Now the hunt gives permanent buff to one random friendly troop. I still don't know if this is a buff or a nerf. Surely, if you are playing very aggro, maybe it's a nerf. Otherwise, it might also be a buff since it's staying there. Actually works pretty well with the Legionary Eisen. Apart from that, I don't think that much changed about him. Then we have a change to the other warlord, Bulvai. I see that some people are running in with good results. And now he has medium initiative instead of low, which is a welcome buff for a kind of aggressive faction. Then we have a buff to Apothecary Torwin. Where is it? Thorfinn, sorry. Now he has 3 attack, and this I think it's worth including now, definitely. And another card that was buffed is that Sworn Veteran, which is a 5/5 instead of a 4/4, and I think it's a welcome buff. I don't think it's enough to make it relevant, but before was like one of the weakest cards they had, so not that bad. Torward Rhino, 4 attack instead of 3. I think this is a welcome buff. I think the card is still strong. I think this will definitely see play somewhere, like in very aggressive decks. I think it's a really good card. Gary got 6 attack from 5. This was already good before, now it's just better. So guess is a welcome buff. Then we have Skin's Bane, this guy, which is also buffing itself now. I don't know, like I think both with this and Toro Rhino, they are buffing the good cards. This is actually really amazing now, I think. As a top of the curve kind of play, it's not bad at all. And also the problem before is that it never went past the 6 health. Now, like if you have one troop and a warlord, this becomes a 5/8 for 6 energy that just keeps growing in health. So I think it's pretty good. And then we have Spirit of Fenris. The cost went down from 7 to 6. Great. I think now it's worth playing, and maybe even a little bit too good. But like 2+2+0 for 6 energy is okay. Destroy damage enemy troops is still maybe the best mode, and +0+5 is whatever. I don't think anyone will ever pick this unless you have like a very big board, like maybe 2 troops. You can consider giving them +0+5. And then we have Bestial Savagery that went down in cost, luckily, because it was unplayable from 300 to 2 energy. Still, I don't think giving +2+2, +1/+1 and Berserk is that great. And if you want to really make this count, you have to at least have 2 damaged enemies. But the problem is that like giving +2/+2 for 2 is okay, but giving also Berserk is the thing that I think it's not good at all. If it was maybe +1/+2 for each for each damaged enemy, I think it would be way better. Or +2/+1. Um, but +1/+1 is, I don't think it's enough. Like, even if you have 3 damaged enemies, which I think is very unlikely, you will get +3/+3 for 2 energy. Like, yeah, it's good, but it's not incredible. Also because it can go only on a starting, so no demons, no infantry, no vehicles. Like, I don't think this guy is ever going to see relevant play. And then we have Orphans of War. They changed Kirin to medium initiative. I don't think even that it's that much of a nerf, since the counterattack for Orphans of War is amazing. But still, like, he remains relevant, I think. Then we have Sisyphean Crewmates. The ability got cost increase from 0 to 1. I think this is a good change. The troop is still good, so I think people will still run it. But it's not as broken, I think, as before, so I think it's a good middle ground. Then we have a nerf to Black Shield Outriders. Now only the copy that is put in as a sneak attack, and I think this is, I don't know, surely a nerf. Also a pretty big one, since a 2-3 is not going to survive that much. Like, honestly, if I have to be honest, I still not tried Kirin after the nerfs, but I wouldn't include the Black Shield if I wanted to play them. Like, they are good, but they're not crazy. Before they were a crazy card, like really, really strong. Now it's okay. Maybe 1 is fine as a resource for dealing with something problematic. Moritat Cyrus got a very big nerf. Going down to 4 health from 6 health might seem not much, but you are actually dying to Call of Cowardice. And yes, this is a big problem. Like, I would have preferred like 5/5. It would have still been a nerf, but a more managing one. Like, this one is pretty big, actually. Also because I see a lot of Call of Cowardice lately on ladder, so like, I wouldn't even, like, if you see maybe that everybody runs 1 call, I think you can drop Moritat Cyrus for something else. It's a shame because it's the most aggressive 5 drop they have, but they nerfed all the good 5 drops, 1, 2, 3, and they left this Severian and the Chimera. Because they also nerfed Sergeant Korak, now he heals 2 instead of 3. Like, this is, I think, is a nerf that is negligible. The problem with Sergeant Korak, I think it's the Poison 3. If it would have been Poison 2, it would be better, or just deal 3 damage. Poison 3 is really a lot. But yeah, Heals 2 is okay. Like, the problem is the 6 health, not the rally, not the resolution effect. If it was 5 health, it would have been more manageable, but I think, like, it's the only good 5 drop they have left, basically. Like, Cyrus is not bad by any means, but now it's situational. Before it was just an out-include. And Black Shield Outrider, I think, now too goes from crazy from situational. And that's it for Orphans of War. Now let's talk about the big elephant in the room, and I think the reason I'm so angry about this patch, because they wanted to nerf Angron because it's the only one of the World Eaters warlord that has actually a kind of relevant win rate, but it's not like it's not even broken. Like, it's an aggro warlord. Of course he wins some games, and then everything else about World Eater is just underwhelming, to say the least. Like Cargos, yes, it can work. I have like 52% win rate with Cargos. I have a 55 with Acros, but like it's just so underwhelming. Like, okay, let's talk about the nerfs. Cards Rampager, 2 attack instead of 3. Like, why in the hell should I play the Cards Rampagers now? Like, at least before it was okay stats and a good rage effect. Now it's awful stats for the cost and a good rage effect. And then guess what? I will just play Red and Legendary because it's just better. Like the problem is, like, this isn't what they needed to touch. They needed to touch. If they want to use Angron, you change his fucking rage to work only on his turn. You change the frenzied charge to deal 1 damage or just I don't know, like some damage to troops, for example, like, or increase the cost to 3, since like 4 damage for 3 energy is still good. Like, why you have to nerf one of the only 3 drops they have, which is actually great, like not even great but good. Like Rampager Growl is awful except in Cargos. Sensor Jet Bikes is not going to ever last 1 turn. Sergeant Track I think is a very bad legendary, unless you give it flank with Red Claw Storm Eagle, but then it's not longer a 3-drop. So like I don't know what should I play. Like it's better to go with commons from the neutral card pool instead of the stuff they have. And then we have a nerf to Gladiatorial Pits, which I don't know, like anyone that plays this card. Maybe I see it once or twice, and yeah, like before it was not the great, now it's just straight up bad. And then we have the Vicious Strike nerf, which went from 7 energy to 8 energy. This I can understand, but still, like the problem is that this is the only removal they have, and they all use that. Like all the warlords use this removal. Well, what should they play now? Like they will play it, but it's going to hamper the win rate of everyone. Like I don't know why they, in order to touch Angron, they wanted to like kill everything else. Because these are not like small nerfs. Like the one to Cards Rampager is significant, like really significant, I think. And then let's start with the, I think, more disgusting balance ever, which is Vios. Like this guy went from 1 attack to 2 attack, and then he started winning some games because people actually played with him aggressively, because like God forbids if Death Guard have 1 aggressive warlord with 2 that do nothing, 1 that is straight up trash, and the other one that is like maybe the only playable warlord out of the faction. They had another one. No, it's just too much. Let's make him back to 1 attack, so you are never going to attack with him again, and make it 2 attack during the enemy turn, which no one will even bash to in the first place, so this is pointless. Then we have a nerf to Leech Life, which like it was an okay kind of good card before, but for 3 energy dealing 1 damage is just bad. Like I wouldn't even include this, like honestly. But then they have no healing. Like it's a shame to have Death Guard without any kind of healing at all, except for the 6-drop. Like why did they have to, like, in order to hit Vios, the 1 health is already enough, like the 1 attack is already enough. You don't need to touch other thing, because no one is going to ever play this guy ever again, unless you buff him again, because it sucks. Like, why you had to touch Leech Life? And also they had to touch because of course nothing comes alone, Noxious Strike, which I think is the only way they have to swing the game in their favor, and they increase the cost to 6. Which, okay, you can reduce it, but still, sometimes you will not be able to play 2 of these because they haven't been discounted enough. And it's so annoying, like, because if it was like an oppressive faction, I would agree, but like the only one that sees play is Mortarion. I don't think he even had a positive win rate over the last 4 months if we check all the months and do an average. Like, I don't even think that he has a positive win rate. And then we have Grulgor, which I love, like I would love to play him, but he sucks so much. Vios, that is now unplayable, Typhon that nobody plays, Morarg that is completely pointless to play because Arachon Squad is shit through. So why should not someone play Death Guard right now? Like, it's so upsetting for me. Like, I love the faction, I have all the legendaries, and I can't play it because it's completely pointless. Just play something else. Then we have a nerf to Arcan Land. Again, a change, not a nerf, because now he has low initiative. Before it had medium initiative, but the counterattack for Mechanicum is good. So I don't even think it is that much of a nerf. But still, we will see how he performs. And then we have a nerf to Dark Angels for the Forbidden Secret. So, Forbidden Secret, the one that lets you choose the healing got increased from 3 to 4. And maybe the one that was playing that is Lionel Johnson, and I don't think he is a problem whatsoever. The problem is maybe a Lossery, but I will even argue about that. And the Lossery plays with a 6 attack troop and not with healing. So again, missed point of nerf. Like, you increase everything to 4 and actually make a Lossery and Red Loss try a bit harder before proccing the Forbidden Secrets. But why just nerf the Lion, which is okay, like it's not great at all. So I don't know, like, it's a weird nerf. And then we have the final nail in the coffin for Ruinstorm, which had 1 playable warlord, which was actually not that great, which is Corvax, and they take out the Relentless, which was the thing that gave him an advantage against aggro. And nobody will play him anymore because it sucks, and no one will play Ruinstorm because it's the worst faction in the game. So I guess that's it, and wait for the rework. Like, I don't know if Everly knows that, but they can also buff cards. Like, Ruinstorm has such a bad card pool, since they also can't access nothing beside Chaos. Like, they have such an awful card pool that, like, half of the cards in here are completely useless, or you are playing them just because you have nothing better to play. Like, but it wouldn't take much to make a Ruinstorm playable, I think. Just give them some card draws, some actually decent troops, and actually a game plan, because like they have no game plan. Like, it's so random. Every stuff that you see in Ruinstorm is so random. But anyway, I digress. And yeah, let me know what you think about this patch. I honestly think it's not the way I would handle the game, honestly. And actually, like, some of the nerfs are like, they also hurt some of the warlords I play, so I'm particularly pissed about it. But yeah, like, 2 of the factions just got destroyed by this patch, and pretty much nothing else has changed, and the problems the real problems are not being touched. I would even argue that Kirin was not that big of a deal, but they decided to nerf it immediately. Um, I don't know. Let me know what you think, and tomorrow I think we will review the Thousand Sons cartoon. Okay, see you guys next time.